Hi, I'm Dana Robinson with Plumpy, Thimble. Today we'll be taking a look at a game that, it reminds me that things in the past, old things, sometimes frequently have something to offer that we may have overlooked. For instance, the 1999 Spiel des Jahres is something I had never once heard of. Torres, for those of you that, like me, had never heard of it before, has a lot to offer. Definitely some things to consider if you're going to look at this game. But it's been around for a long time now, and I think it deserves some more credit.
Torres is an abstract castle building game for 2 to 4 players. The game consists of 3 years in which players expand their points by building castles and placing knights as high as possible on those castles. Each year, players score points based on where their knight stands on a particular castle. Counting the amount of blocks that their highest knight of each castle is on, players multiply that number with the amount of blocks that make up the base of the castle. So, if my highest knight on a particular castle is on top of 3 blocks, and the base of that castle is comprised of 4 blocks, I would earn 12 points. Multiple players can score a castle, but only 1 knight per player per castle scores. It benefits you to have knights on multiple castles to compound this. A player's turn can be used to expand existing castles, place knights, move a knight, or draw an action card that allows you to break a rule. There's also a bonus each year for being on the same castle as the king and on the correct level. There's a lot of nuances in the rules that I skimmed over, but this really is a very intuitive game. My biggest complaint is the theme. Well, pretty cool, it's just pasted on. Sure, it's about building castles, but this feels more like a 4-player chess, but more fun, than some kind of construction simulation. Another thing to note is that the action cards have pictures that indicate what special power they do. I have no idea what they're trying to get across and almost always have to reference the player aid. Really, those are my only complaints. The game won the Spiel des Jahres for good reason. I've said it in the past, but I love action point allocation. It allows you to have a plethora of options available to you, and you have to decide what is the best option for you. The tactical construction aspect of the game is a blast, with beautiful components and art. The game looks a little confusing at first, but give it 1 round and most players should be able to grasp the gameplay pretty well. Sure, you're going to benefit from multiple plays, but it's not as big of a gap as jumping into a game of this as it would be facing a grandmaster in chess your first time. Torres offers a really cool looking abstract strategy game that works well at all player counts. The playtime is a cool 45 to 60 minutes and is a great medium weight strategy game. This is one of those games that surprised me with how much I enjoyed it. I never really consider myself a huge fan of abstract games, but it's instances like this that make me reconsider that stance. Torres offers a deep opportunity to practice strategies within the confines of very specific actions. It's never really overwhelming, but gives the player interesting choices to make each turn, all while maintaining a short turn time so the game doesn't get stale or overstay its welcome. Going back to that fun factor again, this is a game that kept my attention and kept me coming back for more. It's a game that I continue to have fun with more and more each time that I play, and it's one that I do highly recommend.